Vivek Ramaswamy is the GOP Republican presidential candidate, a millennial who is running. He's a great talker, and make no mistake, this guy is a homophobe. This guy is historically, or he's challenged by history. Let's be clear. This guy is no very smart cat that there is out there. I mean, in fact, he went on with Lemon, and I think it's partially why Lemon got fired, where he just didn't understand Black history and had the nerve to say certain things to Lemon that I found surprisingly dumb. And though I don't use those words often, but were surprisingly dumb and showed he's intellectually challenged. That said, he made a very good point on This Week, or rather on Meet the Press, where he really handed DeSantis's tail to himself. Because DeSantis is all on this crony capitalism crap, this woke crap on Disney. And it turns out that some of the issues proper were created by whom again? DeSantis. It's actually the truth that DeSantis was in bed with Disney before he was able to turn on them and use them for their wokeness. I want you to listen to Vivek Ramaswamy, and then we'll take it on the other side.
Let me ask you about the Disney dust-up with Ron DeSantis. On one hand, I assume you agree with pushing back at Disney the way Governor DeSantis has rhetorically. But is there a point where you think it is too much to use government to punish business?
Here's where Ron DeSantis really lost it here. He's gone on the wrong path. As he claimed, and this part actually sounded good to me, Disney should have never had crony capitalist lobbying related privileges in the first place. Here's the part he doesn't mention. One of those crony capitalist privileges was, and I think the most relevant one, was codified into law by none other than Ron DeSantis in 2021. Mm-hmm. So Florida passed this political anti-discrimination statute, which I applauded at the time, said if you operate internet companies, this includes streaming services like Disney does, that you can't engage in viewpoint discrimination. Now, here's the funny, dirty little secret of that. They wrote into a last-minute exception into that law for anyone who also operates a theme park more than 25 acres in the state of Florida. That's crony capitalism. And so the irony is Ron DeSantis, who's now railing against crony capitalism and rolling that back, was the one who actually passed that into law for the case of Disney. So I think that undermines the credibility of his crusade. I prefer to get to root causes rather than doing political stunts.
Again, Vivek is I know he's a businessman and people are going to want to play him up because he speaks eloquently and he speaks with authority and he speaks like he knows what he's talking about. But sometimes people who speak with authority and speak like they know what they're talking about, they might as well had shut their mouth up on issues and let people assume they were smart, because his issues on racial issues, his issues on LGBTQ issues are at best suspect, but definitely wrong. But the one thing he got right was the attack that he made on DeSantis. But then again, isn't even a dead clock right twice a day? So Vivek, we may be looking for the next right answer that you give as you run for president in your Republican primary. We spend a lot of time deconstructing the news, trying to parse it into a form that everybody can understand. We try to find those little nitpicks where it flies above the fray, etc. If you really like these videos that we do, I want to ask a big favor. Please go ahead, number one, subscribe to our channel, and number two, please join if you can. Thank you so kindly for watching. Keep watching. Please remember to share. We must populate the entire internet with our progressive message, a message that we know is what most Americans say that they want. So help us, please join.